when in a discussion someone says, I think you're wrong, discussion over. With a discussion, it's not a case of trying to win, quote unquote, or lose a discussion. You want to hear out what the other person has to say and why their point of view is different to yours. In the situation, if it's a debate, sure, your case is to quote unquote win the debate. So by all means, in a general discussion, if that gets thrown at you, then discussion's over. There's nothing more to learn. Depending on the situation, there's an option to ask why you think that I'm wrong. If if the other person then explains, and at that point it's not succinct or is contradictory, then just accept it and walk away, and then measure it up against your facts and what you think, quote unquote. Because in a scenario where it's advantageous to you to be wrong, surely you would take it. Example, someone would give you £100 if you told them the sky was red. That's all you had to do. You would be wrong, but you can walk away in the knowledge that just because of the reward, then when the discussion's over or the conversation's over, you're up £100 and you know the truth. So take that reward to signify that other person's point of view, because everyone is different. They're made up of different DNA, characteristics, upbringing, environment, so on and so forth. So it's unlikely that views will be absolutely identical. If they contrast, hear them out. And if they are up for discussion, then continue the discussion. It's pretty simple, really. Didn't manage to do anything today, but all in all, learned quite a lot. It was an emotional day, let's leave it at that. Don't want to say anything else because it's going to reveal the production. And life might be dog eat dog, but I think the motivation behind that is money. And if money's involved, then there's a line that people will cross. If you're doing this for a reputation and your goal and that kind of thing, then you probably won't succumb to temptation. But each to their own. I mean, they say everyone has a price. I've not been in that situation as of yet. But moving on. So the target, the goal is Canada. And in order to become Canada, Japanese needs to be on point. French needs to be on point. And English as well needs to be an American accent. So American accent on point. I can't control what other people think. I can only control what I do and my actions. And if they're misconstrued, then so be it. So, having done chapter 1 and having an earlier wrap today, chapter 1s of all the Japanese books, there is an opportunity to do Japanese, but again, we'll see. Happy with myself that on record, after wrap, being on the train, I was dog tired, probably pinch slept in between stops, and because of that, I was able to recoup some energy for today, which was leg day. Without saying too much, it wasn't like a super heavy set or anything. It was just basically getting things back into motion. Squat, deadlift. What I added today was lunges with 4 kg dumbbells, 3 sets, minimal rest in between sets, and then I finished with calf raises. Probably if I added the skipping rope today, I would be completely finished. So contemplating whether or not to do a bath. Probably won't. I think this is going to be catch up on either sleep or catch up on YouTube, sadly, or strike off certain things in my diary, because in my diary, well, for the lessons for next year, some of them have moved. Some of them have moved location. So that's a positive that they've moved location. Again, could change, but we'll work with the changes for now and adapt from there. So that's how we do it. Yeah. Feeling pretty fresh, and I guess future self, if you ever get that feeling where you're tired but you need to push through, just take the first step, even take the first half step, and keep going. Take 一慢钟。